welcome to COMANDOLIN. Today, taking a look at the Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie 1979. And feeling old, I saw that thing in the theater. But written by Paul Williams and Kenneth Asher. Absolutely one of my maybe top 4 or 5 favorite songs of all time. And a lot of other people's too, I'm sure, as it's been played at a ton of weddings and probably funerals and everything else in between. Translates pretty well into the Mando here, so we'll be giving her a crack. Hey, before we get going, be sure to subscribe down below. COMANDOLIN, do a lot of these lessons and tutorials and reviews and just talking about mandolins and having a lot of fun. Of course, I put the PayPal thing down below. If you're getting something from the channel and could kick it $1 or $2, would sure be appreciated. And one last thing on this one, usually before we break it down, I'll play the thing in its entirety. But this time I'll just link down below to the last video I put up where I played it, the arrangement that we're going to do today, if you need to hear. And of course it's playing in the background right now, and I figure we all know it in our heads pretty well, and this video is going to be probably long enough. So there'll be the link down below for that too. But alright, let's get started here. Rainbow Connection, let's check it out. Alright, so here it goes. It's in G, and it starts out just G major and C major back and forth, with the ever so familiar opening phrase. Which is just open G. And then it's easy enough just to bar your finger here on the 5th, so you can just move your chords back and forth, but I digress. Open G. It's just 5th fret of the A, 7th fret of the high E, twice each, so it's then back to the G, and you're going to move your fingers down here to a C chord, just 7th on the A, 8th on the high E, and that's 1 time each. So you put them together. Repeat that. Now you're going to repeat it again, only the 2nd time. Instead of going once through, you'll just keep doing twice through. And that's the whole intro. Alright, here comes the verse. Starts with this phrase. Which is just a G chord here. Standard open G. 2nd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the high E. But really emphasize the B note there on the 2nd fret. That's your melody note. Up to the 5th fret of the A, 3rd fret of the E. This little chord here, which is just the bottom 2 open, 7th fret of the A, 5th fret here on the E. A little hammer on 5th to the 7th. And I usually do that as an up pick because I'm already down here because I've just finished that stroke. So I'll just up pick that, get that note. So here's that little phrase again. One more time. All right, now the next phrase, which is A minor, 2nd fret of the bottom 2, and 3rd fret of the A, and that's your melody note. So emphasize that 3rd fret. Open E, 3rd fret of the E. This little chord, which is just open D string and barred 3rd fret where you already are. And then again, up pick and hammer on to the 5th fret. So here's both phrases. I kind of I missed my D string there. One more time. Alright, next phrase. Which is again just working off this G formation here. But open A, and then into your G note, the G chord, with your two bottom strings open, and second fret there. You can pick that high note up there, but you don't really have to. It's not really necessary. That's your melody. To the 5th fret of the A, 2nd fret of the G, or 2nd fret of the E, sorry. E minor, 2nd fret barred, 3rd fret there. 5th fret on the A, and then to a C major chord, which is 5th fret of the bottom 2 barred, 7th fret of that A string, and then open below. Now a C chord can sometimes have this note on top, but we don't want that here, because that would really screw up the melody, because that E note, that's our melody. Now while this, when you're playing this on a piano, while this chord is ringing out on the right hand, the left hand does this little bass run, which is real easy to copy here on the mando. So we're on the C chord, and it's just 9th fret of the G, 9th, 5th of the A, back to the 9th, open D, 5th fret of the D, 4th fret of the D, and back to the 5th. And you're coming right off that C chord. So here's that whole phrase. Just repeats from the start again there. Now comes what I call the challenging portion of the song. You're going to have to do, I couldn't think of any other way to go about getting these notes in here, but it has to be 5th fret of the G, 5th fret of the D, and you're pretty much going to have to cram 2 fingers there. I'm going to move them so you can see here. 2nd fret of the A, I'm going to put them back here, and at first it'll be open E underneath it. So this is the chord, but so that chord never moves, but you're just going to put your pinky on and off the 7th fret, and the melody, you know, just is going to go, is literally back and forth between these 2 notes, the open E and the 7th E, while you're holding the rest of this chord down. You know, this is the I've heard it too many times to ignore it part of the song. Nothing moves but the pinky, but it's not a mandolin friendly chord to grab, but there's no other way really around it. Then moves down into this B minor shape, 4th fret of the G, and then barring the 2nd fret here on the top 2. And and then everything stays in place, and you can just use your finger to pick out this melody. 5th to the 2nd of the high E, 5th fret of the A, and ending on that 2nd fret of the here. I'm just trying to move this so you can see. So again, nothing moves but the top finger that's just picking out the melody. That will probably be the most challenging part of the song. Alright, leads us into the chorus here, which is A minor, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, and 3rd, but we're really again going to emphasize that 3rd fret here because that's our melody now. Open E, 3rd fret of the E, a D7 chord, which is 2nd fret on the top and the bottom string, and 3rd fret of the A. And then again, one of those notes where I'll just pick up at the bottom with an upstroke and catching that 3rd fret on the high E. I didn't do that very well. Let's try it one more time. Then 5th fret on the A, B minor, 4th fret of the G, open D, and then barring the top 2 here. Now, in real life, this note will be there, but I'm going to move it here just so you can see. But while this is ringing out, that plays underneath. 2nd to the 5th, 5th on here, 2nd, 4th. But just pick them out with this finger while everything else stays there. And again, that last one, pick up that upstroke. One more time. That time I didn't do it with an upstroke. And then finally, the A minor. One beat in the A minor to the open E. That's the word lovers. G, the third fret there. This note here, which is a D7, 5th, 4th, and 5th here. But reach up with your pinky and grab that high B, and you have to hit all the strings on this one. 5th fret on the high E, and then down to the open G to resolve. And then last is this little melody at the very end. fifth, third, fifth, seventh, fifth, third, and then fifth on the A string. Oops. And then this little fifth, open, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third. It's kind of like that melody, only it's higher up. Only at the very end, instead of going to the last note, that would be the big resolve. That's when we do the intro again. Just to finish it all off. Now I like to slide it way up here for the big G chord at the end, which is open 12, 14, and 15. So here's the whole thing in its entirety. It sounds really complicated when you've broken it all down and talked about each and every note, but here's the whole thing at once here one more time.